Coach Mike Montefusco, coming to you from Raw Fitness, where results live. I want to talk to you today about time management. I did not make this illustration up. I learned this from someone else's blog that I subscribe to. It's a story that's kind of floated around a while, but the lesson of it I think is very, very valuable. And the reason I want to talk about time management is because we are a fitness company. We specialize in people getting fit, losing fat, building muscle, getting in shape. And at the end of the day, our gym is very different. No one really pays me dollars for sessions or dollars for gym access. People pay me dollars for results. And so for us, a lot of things go into getting people results. And probably the most important thing in getting people's results is getting their mindset correct. Because mindset drives exercise and drives nutrition, the things that people are trying to, the variables people are trying to manipulate to get where they want to go. So this is a very good illustration on the importance of time management, or how to think about time management, so that people can overcome that obstacle which we hear so often: I don't have the time, where time is of a constraint. So I've got my wall of dreams behind me. This is our goal wall. People have goals, they write goals up here, and because we want to help them get to their goals, we're going to give some practical advice. The illustration goes as such: a college professor steps in front of his class and says, "Today, class, I'm going to teach you guys about time management." And he pulls out a large see-through container, and he starts taking big rocks and putting it in the container one by one. He gets to a point where he can no longer get any rocks in the container. Then he looks up at the class and says, "Is the container full?" The class looks back at him and says, "Yeah, sure." So then he puts the container down, he grabs a bucket of gravel, and he takes the gravel and he starts to pour it over the big rocks. And the gravel starts to fill in the little cracks in between the big rocks. And so he looks up at the class once again and says, "Is the container full?" This time they're starting to catch on. They said no. So the professor takes out a bucket of sand and he starts to take the sand and he pours the sand in between the gravel, in between the rocks, and that starts to fill it up even more. So he looks up at the class again. "Is it full?" Again, they tell him no. And he takes out a bucket of water, and he takes the water and he pours it all over the rocks. Then he looks up at the class and says, "What have I just taught you about time management?" The kid raises his hand in the front row, looks over and says, "We always have more time than we think we do, Professor." He says, "No, that's not it at all." He said, "If you don't put the big rocks in first, you're never going to get them in." To get fit, to change your life, to change your lifestyle, to adopt new habits, they have to become big rocks. Certain habits have to become big rocks. And they've got to get put in the schedule first, or they're not going to happen. So we have somebody that says, "Hey, my goal is I'm going to work out 3 days a week. I'm not working at all, I want to work out 3 days a week." And we have clients that work out 3 days a week here and they get great results. My question to them would be, good, which 3 days and when? And so they know whether they're taking group fitness classes, or they're working with their trainer, or they're just going to come use the gym on their own. These are the slots they're going to come in. Have it mapped out. Have a set plan of when you're going to do that. Nutrition does not happen by accident, right? There's going to be some type of preparation or some type of planning, so that we're not just, "Oh, I feel hungry, let me go grab this." And so that these things have to be thought out. If we encourage people who are preparing to cut their vegetables up twice a week. Just have a time where they just cut vegetables up and get it ready for the next few days, so that when they go to prepare food, they don't have to cut things up, because it can be time consuming. So they get that out of the way. Do it once at the beginning of the week, do it once midweek, through the end of the week. Boom, for some people that needs to be their big rock. So ask yourself, what are your big rocks? Is sleep a big rock? What are they? But make sure you get them in your schedule, prioritize them, make sure they're a big rock, and you'll have a lot more success executing and get the results that you're looking for in the fitness arena. So again, I'm Coach Mike Montefusco from Raw Fitness. I hope this illustration was helpful for you, and I hope you get great results. Thanks so much.